Hello, this is a full stack application created for the database systems class at Berea College. This was a service learning class where we worked with the local nonprofit, the UP Initiative, to create a database to support their mission. This video serves as a demonstration of the features implemented, as well as instructions for the website. The main technologies used were Postgres and Flask in the backend, Axios as our middleware, and Vue with Vue CLI as our front end built with Node.js. This is a single page application. The UP Initiative serves the houseless population of Madison County, Kentucky through a variety of services. Just to name a few, they provide clothing, laundry service, food, case management, assistance with public transportation and gas, hygiene kits, and case management. They also keep a record of a variety of other services from outside providers to refer to the houseless individuals to the right help. The UP Initiative is made entirely of volunteers, and they refer to any houseless individual as neighbor. As the application is pulled up, there are 3 pages immediately available: the home page, the instructions page, and the login page. If any route is attempted before logging in, we will be redirected to the login page. When we log in, as we type the correct username and password, we are immediately granted access to the rest of the links. And this entire database currently holds sample data to demonstrate the functionality of the application without releasing private information. So starting with the add visit page, this is to give a volunteer the ability to create a visit log to keep track of what happened during an interaction. They can select a neighbor, a service, a volunteer that helped, and a visit date, and then write a description of the visit. Emily came in to do laundry. And then when they hit submit, the entire application is refreshed and all of the information is sent to the correct places. When we go to the volunteers page, we can see relevant information about the volunteers. We can add volunteers, edit any attribute, and then delete a volunteer altogether. We can also export the volunteer table directly to Excel with the Export to Excel button, and then open it and see all of the information in an Excel page. Anytime we add a volunteer, we can see that information immediately displayed, and it immediately updates the backend as well. As well as gives us access to immediately add them to the visit log. Every column on this page is sortable, however we would like. And then on our neighbors page, this is where the wealth of our information is. We can have all of the attributes on top to get a lot of information on our neighbors. We can add neighbor, delete neighbor, and edit neighbor. For anything we don't know, we can add that. And a lot of these fields in add neighbor, all of them are allowed to be left blank in case we do not know that information about them. And we can still add visits with that neighbor. Every neighbor is assigned a neighbor ID as soon as they're created, so we can keep track even if we don't know information about them. And then every ID number is a button that gives us access to their individual profile page. Here we can see all of their relevant information, as well as a complete visit log of all of the times they've came in. And this is sorted from most recent visit to the least recent. The next page is the visit logs page, where we can see all of the visit logs, and this as well can be exported to Excel. Following this is our services and providers page. Here we have classified the UP Initiative as a service provider, and we have the services they provide as service types. There is an Add Service Provider button where we can create a new service provider. Date they've started helping. And then when we create a service that they provide, we can immediately see them in the drop-down button. So we can type a service type that they provide, a description of that service, and then add it to our database. Everything is updated immediately to the backend, and we can export this to Excel. The last page is our queries page. This is where we can see specific information on our neighbors to assist the UP initiative in targeting help. For example, we can go to the neighbors without state ID. We can see the total amount of neighbors out of the total amount that do not have a state ID out of the total amount of neighbors we have in our database. And this way we can use this information to know who to help send to a service provider that helps with attaining state IDs. Another example is neighbors with pets. We know that we cannot refer these individuals, these neighbors, to housing options that don't allow pets. Every single table inside of this page we can export to Excel. Neighbors with medication, we get all of their information. And say neighbors without transportation, export to Excel. We can see all of that information. We have two levels of access. The first level is given to any created volunteer. And if the user is given record access at any point, if they are edited to be given record access or they created to be given record access, they can access all of the pages. So I had access to all of the pages. If I turn this to false, I log out, and then I log back in. When I log in, I can still add a visit. I can still see visit logs, but I can't see things like the volunteers page where I can see if other volunteers have record access or change their record access. I hope this helps explain the application's functionality and how to use. Thank you so much for watching.